Susan Speakman says, what do you think of astronomer, scientist, personality, lib flavor of the month, Neil deGrasse Tyson? I forgot what time we were going to take this question, so I didn't import this, but I'm going to import it now. I have been saving it, so give me one moment here to produce a piece of evidence about what I think of Neil deGrasse Tyson. There's a couple things I just need to bring in here real quick, so give me 1 second, and let's just pretend that I'm just going to continue to talk. I'm not a fan, actually, of Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I haven't been a fan of him for the time he started talking politics. Hang on 1 second while I prepare a little piece of work for Mr. Tyson here. That ought to do it. Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson apparently tweeted this not too long ago. See, that should just show up here, and it doesn't. Why doesn't it do that? Oh, that is just so bizarre. Let's try this. Hang on. Yeah, see, that's just kind of weird. Will that do it? No, it won't do it. God. One more time. We're going to try one more time. He's got a tweet, and I'm trying to get it in here, so help me. I really am. Would it be a picture? It's an obnoxious, very obnoxious tweet, and I'll read it to you in a minute here. If I can't get it imported, this should just come in. Here, let's see what happens if I do this. Does it... There it is. Let's try this. Can you hear me now? Apparently you can. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the many things that Neil deGrasse Tyson tweeted. He tweeted this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the divided states of America and to the pacts for which it stands, one nation at odds, divisible with liberty and justice for some. And, of course, Neil, as we know, the struggle continues. The struggle continues, Neil. I don't know what do you say about that. Here's another, mixed race multimillionaire talking about how this incredible state of injustice continues because he's got his liberal D-bag friends that he needs to impress with his incredible and unbelievable depth of emotional and feeling and historical knowledge. It's just a bunch of crap. It's utter nonsense. To the PACs for which it stands, this country is not run by PACs. There's not PACs running this country. The only thing in this country that has coercive force over you is the government that he likes so much. That's the only thing that has actual coercive force over you is the government. If I'm a PAC for chewing gum or I'm a PAC for running shoes, I have the ability to influence certain representatives, just like any other group of people in the country have an ability to influence certain amounts of representatives. But the other thing is actual coercive control is the government. So, number one, you can take that and stuff it. As far as the country being divisible and at odds, Neil, it's people like you who are continuing this ongoing myth that black people are assassinated on the streets of America and that, if you're a hardworking, honest black person, you can't get a job in this country because of all the prejudice. It's just nonsense. It's utterly true. It's just, utterly false. It hasn't been true in 60 years. It's probably 60 years since you could make a case, and it's been 30 or 40 years since you could bring a legal case against this because you simply cannot function that way in America today. There is not a person in America, no matter how prejudiced they are, who's working at Walmart or anywhere else who can basically say, I don't like you, I'm not going to hire you because you're black. It's absurd. In fact, we all know that the opposite is true. It's not that a black kid can't walk through a white neighborhood. There's a lot of black neighborhoods that white kids can't walk through. And that black people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's standing up, speaking truth to power, please, you're the director of an observatory, you're an international personality, you did the show on Discovery or whoever else made it. It was unbearable reproduction of Carl Sagan's show, and you're trying to tell me that things are so tough for the black man in this country? Come on, buddy, give me a bloody break, will you? It's like watching the Academy Awards with these guys singing the song from Selma and talking about how maybe someday, who knows, maybe in America someday a black man will be able to win an Emmy or an Oscar. Can you imagine such a world? No, it's so far in the future. It boggles boggles the mind. We simply just can't imagine a world where a black person could be the president of the Academy of Arts and Sciences, or maybe there'd be a black astronaut someday. Just imagine. Can you imagine a crazy science fiction nutty world like that, where a black person has a chance to succeed in this god-awful racist KKK America? My God, maybe even someday they'll have black astronomers. Who knows? No, it's just weird. It's weirder than the stuff we were talking about a second ago with this idea of imagining our own universe. It's just something we got to put out of our minds. It's inconceivable. Next thing you know, they're going to be talking about having a black president or something like that. Imagine such a crazy, nutty, whacked out, foreign, upside down sci-fi world as that, Neil. What a D-bag. What an absolute douche. You know, and the reason he's doing it is the reason that all the rest of these progressives douches do it, and it's what my Firewall tomorrow is about. You got to, when the guy who Sarah Silverman accused of paying him Sarah Silverman accused a comedy club owner of paying her $10 when he paid a male $60, and this guy came back, because the internet unfortunately doesn't go away. This guy came back and said, the guy we paid $60 for, Sarah, was booked. You came in on open mic night and asked me if you could try out some new material. And out of the kindness of my heart, I gave you $10 a cab fare, and you want to make me into a misogynist who paid you less because you're a woman? It was a guest spot. You were unknown. You were trying out material. But this comedy club owner said, in your effort to appear like some kind of superhero on a noble cause, you forgot to mention that part. And he hit it on the head, because Neil deGrasse Tyson and Sarah Silverman are both superheroes on a noble cause. You know why they're superheroes on a noble cause? You know why Neil deGrasse Tyson is posting things like that about how hard it is to be black in America, and why Sarah Silverman is posting things on how hard it is to be a woman in America? Because if they weren't superheroes on a noble cause, then Neil deGrasse Tyson and Sarah Silverman would both be multi-millionaire, rich, fat cat one percenters who are hoarding all of the money that should be going into other people's health care and killing the planet through their consumptive ways. That's why they're doing it, because they have to show you that they're swell people. They're not like the other millionaires out there who just have money. They're multimillionaires, but they care about the struggle. Please, 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 spare me. You want to impress me, Neil, with your moral authority? Why don't you come out and say, hey, this is a free country, anybody can do what they want if they work hard enough? That would impress me. You know, you want to show me what an individual you are? You want to break out from the pack? Say something like that. That would impress me. For Neil deGrasse Tyson to make a statement like that, and to consistently make statements like this, is just to show what a gigantic, ongoing sort of circle jerk of moral superiority this whole thing is, so that they don't get eaten with the rest of the people when the people they support, like Occupy Wall Street, start throwing bricks through rich people's homes. They want to be able to have their little badge say, no, I'm one of you, I'm one of you. Yeah, well, they're you know, they are one of you, and they'll eat you last, you know? It's just so bloody disgusting and disgraceful. I just don't know where to go with this sometimes, you know? I don't know where to go with it. I don't know what planet these people are living on, and it's just another indication that this progressivism is such a dead, ancient, diseased, sick philosophy of envy and entitlement and resentment, and that the limousine liberals climb on board it because they want to be seen as good people, despite the fact that they made money through their hard work and effort. What a D-bag. And this is what our social class is made of, you know? This is what they're made of. This is what all of them are made of now. Even the people that succeed and make money now, they got to toe this line. I don't toe this line. You want 5 houses, knock yourself out. You want 20 houses? If you made your money legitimately and you didn't steal or you didn't coerce anybody else out of their money, you want 50 houses or 100 houses, knock yourself out. Somebody's got to build those houses. Somebody's going to get paid for it. Neil deGrasse Tyson. And you know, let me say one more thing about Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil, this is to you directly. You're not as smart as you think you are. I know you think you're really smart, but you're not as smart as you think you are. You're not 5% as smart as Carl Sagan. And somebody pointed out, I'd love to remember who it was, but last week somebody pointed out the difference between Carl Sagan's cosmos and your cosmos is Carl Sagan would talk to you as if you're an adult and leave you feeling like an 8-year-old in terms of wonder, and you talk to people like an 8-year-old and make you want to change a channel like an adult. Right? That's the difference between Carl Sagan and you. You're not that smart, Neil. I have yet to hear anything out of Neil deGrasse Tyson's mouth that was insightful, interesting, or new. He's just, what is he? Neil deGrasse Tyson is the Vanilla Ice of celebrity astronomy. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of attitude in front of very, very, very little talent. You're not that smart, Neil. You're not that smart. I've heard smart people talk, and they don't sound like you. You want to talk to a smart person? Why don't you sit and listen to what Thomas Sowell sounds like? Because when you listen to Thomas Sowell, there's a guy who knows what he's doing. You should just sit and listen to him, because he'll show you what actual genuine breakout intelligence sounds like. And Thomas Sowell doesn't need to tweet stuff like that nonsense in order to show people that he's smart, because Thomas Sowell is actually smart. Thomas Sowell's got an IQ probably of, 170, 180. He doesn't have to go around telling everybody how smart he is. He is smart. You see? That's how it works.